doing pull-ups. Two arm pull-ups. No, my hands together where I rotate. You kind of come up with your hands on opposite sides and you rotate up and you do it that way. And hey, my chat blew up. What the heck, man? I've lost connection to the world. Oh man, look at everything's falling apart. I got too much crap open. If I could kill some of this. Overloaded, man. Too much open, man. Trying to reclaim my memory as I seem to have overloaded my computer. See if I can get myself up to my FPS 60 again. Alright. So doing crosshand like this, hands close together, forces you to rotate. I mean, just because your body wants to pull up like this. And but in order to go around the bar, you have to push past, right? So it does pretty good. It actually works the outsides of the shoulders too while you're working on it. But anyway, I was trying to do them quick. It's not really a lift you could do quick because you rotate too much. You're like swinging almost. And now maybe if I was better at it, I'd be more controlled and I wouldn't rotate so fast. But it got kind of crazy when I was trying to do 5 quick ones each way because you have to switch both ways to get both outsides of your arms. But it's a good way to lift. I guess you can spread your arms a little bit. You won't rotate quite so fast, but if you put them close together, you kind of rotate. I can't do one arm pull-ups yet. I can barely do one arm hangs. I can do like varying from 10 seconds hangs, 10-second hangs. Gotta be impressed by people who can do one arm pull-ups though. It's like one arm push-ups, a good one arm push-up. I can do one arm push-ups occasionally. I can do maybe 5 to 10 of them, depending on the day. Let's see what it came up with. All right, so best player stat. Best running against player specific statistical using player stats methods like this. Best friend. this though. What's new in the project manager? I don't know. Not used cursor, but a lot of people using it. Saying it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That just happened. Oh. No, what am I using? What is this? Created 19 days ago. Not favorites. Oh. No, so let's maybe that's just not a thing. Let's get rid of that now too. I mean, what the heck? Don't need to have anything. Is this cursor? No. Where do you go to extensions to do all of this? That might be interesting, but other one I want to get rid of. What are the others? You pin this up so it stays up. Oh, that's the oh, get lens. I wanted to get rid of get lens. Probably don't need that Klein thing either. Some people use that Klein code. I don't need root code. I don't know, I was just trying things out. Didn't like them. Some people really like root code. I know. I haven't found anything to me that's just like it's like thing is, I only get to try them for a short time, and I haven't really been able to form an opinion on anything. Going, ooh, this is great. Just haven't found it. I'm sure something's out there, but some of these might be good if they stay in. I don't think they have. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with cursor for now. Stick with this for. We'll keep my. I don't know what Makefile's purpose in life is, but I think I've got it. I probably don't need augment here because augment's going away. So might as well just keep what I've got. I apologize if my pat's not functioning or wasn't functioning. I'm trying to get control of my memory situation here on my computer. I tend to do that. It's got decent memory, but not unlimited. I tend to I tend to throw at my computer a lot of stuff sometimes, and then eventually my OBS starts to melt down. No, I can't take it anymore. I definitely want Pongo. Let's give it a Pongo. At least from here, I don't know. And we will try cursor out. We'll give it a go. I don't know how long or cannot activate C# okay. So I don't know. This is one I haven't been able to get working at all because it depends on the C# assembly and speaker, which is not installed. I've been trying to get the C# thing to work on my computer for a long time. All right, what do we got? Here, modify version. That should be specific groups using functions. Oh, let's see what this does. Can't be worse. Doesn't work. I guess it can be worse. Let's just hope it's not. That's the objective there. Let's not be worse. Right. Well, it's not. Oh, I was gonna say it's not got any bugs, but it does. It has one right there. It says it doesn't have any. Oh, it has 8. Oh, it totally mangled it. It just hasn't caught up yet. Yeah. Whatever it did not go well. It's down to 1. Well, it didn't quite. Big. Get or create test store. It was creating group. What is the Does this cursor have a file that says, hey, this is how you want me to behave? I definitely need to put that in these things because they all go wonky on you. They all go deciding to do their own thing, and things go out of kilter. Hey, I'm almost time to go take my afternoon break. TV config from M. See, I don't even know what that is. Creating more helper functions. This doesn't have an apply option. It's not making things up. I don't know what this is. Get DB config from N, but I don't remember that function. Did I create that? So much code I've created over time. Sometimes I just get lost. That's the player group, so I gotta put that in. I don't know where it's getting this. Comment should be coming from. Whatever it is. If that's supposed to be coming from import, which usually comment does come from import. All right, let's just look. Oh, exist. Nice. Nice. Keeps making up connection objects that don't exist, and then it doesn't bother to tell you to create them or how it wants you to create them. Just oh yeah, well that should probably be there. It's like maybe, but what is it? Yeah, that would be better. You know what you should probably do? You should probably use the functions you have already in existence instead of the ones I made up out of my butt. My computer butt. Every now and then my computer butt will poop out some nonsense function that should maybe probably exist, but if it doesn't, you know, hey, let me know. Hallucinating again, buddy? This is why computers aren't allowed to have pop, because they like to go off the reservation on their own. Now, something happened. We have no players found for the group for 20 plus tackles and assists, which is nonsense amungo. Alright, what do we got here? 300 players. Filter. What they filtered on, but testing receivers, 20 plus targets, 20 players. Found 5 players in this group. Nice, 79 targets, looks good. Is this all D unbranched? D unbranched, yep. Receptions, targets, yards per rush, speed factor. Longest run, branch. Receiver speed 99. That's crazy fast. I don't think that's going to be right. We'll have to fix that later. But eventually I'll have to break this down to stop showing me all the garbage. But I'm looking at this now because I need to see if my garbage is valid. So I'm a little concerned that it only found 5 players in this group. How did it only find 5 players in this group? Did I only look for 5 players? Okay, so it is. It's only looking for 5. Okay, so we're fine. 5 is fine as long as that's what I want. I asked for. All right, so this one is down branch also. That's Hayward Bay. Bay's got some stuff at various ranges. What's his range? It's got 40 targets, rush attempts 2. Only got 3 behind the line of scrimmage. None anywhere else. So there's some functional problems with my yaks. So either he never moves the ball after he catches it because he got targeted 40 times. That tells me that he should have way more if he hasn't been rushing. He only has 9 catches. So it's saying 9 catches, meaning he's doing like something feels off about those yaks. The yaks are wrong. Yakety yaks. So let's go look up Darius Hayward Bay. Let's go see. There's more to this guy than meets the eye. So we got it here. Hey, where are you? Like just not showing up? Yeah. Wait, is this not not Go code? Darius Hayward Bay. There we go. Let's see what we got. Exceptions. He's got some BLS. 0 at 41 plus. Lardaloom. It is very dev. Very devy. right now. I haven't gotten into, well, I haven't been in the UI in a while. The stuff I'm working on right now is actually some of the most important parts to this game. Actually, it's the skills and stat generations that are going to make up how players perform on the field. So I'm creating all the logic and how that's going to all work out. So in the last week or so, or 2 weeks, I got all my data from my stat source imported into the system. So now I can start pulling that data and building my formulas that generate the skills, which will be used to generate the what do they call it? Skill tests. Those skill tests are going to be what happens throughout a play, right? So you got when you block, when you're trying to evade the receivers or the DBs, you're trying to make tackles, you're trying not to fumble, you're trying to throw the ball, all that stuff. Those are all skill tests, and they happen throughout a play. So I need to put together all the skills that are going to be used by those players in the game at the initial startup of the game. Now, throughout your players' careers or whatever, they can all start to add on to those skills, or change them and tweak them and whatever based on whatever you're doing throughout the game. But this initial import of true life stats that sets their base skills is what I'm working on now, and that's kind of how the whole system starts. So it's pretty important stuff, but it's also very meaty. It takes a long time to get all the logic in place. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Doesn't really have a lot. And it wasn't lying when it said he didn't have much. ELS has targets of 16. And the stat I'm working on right now is speed stat. Now I had already built the logic, but now I'm trying to build a test logic that's going to go through, get me a bunch of valid players that have numbers I can work with, and so I can compare them and make sure that I'm getting good speed ranges. And then that'll tell me if my skill test that I'm putting together is sense. It's kind of funny. I noticed, or I don't know if it's funny, but I noticed that Madden, because I've been doing a lot of comparison to other games. Madden's the most publicly known, but a lot of games, they approach different features and functionalities of players differently. And you're a tinkerer, huh? Yeah, it's fun. It can be fun. Let's put it that way. There's times when it can be really, really frustrating too. And you're like, yeah, it's a good thing I shave off my head in advance. This keeps me from pulling out the hair. Keeps me in check, man. All right, let's finish. See if I can get this working. All right. Wait, found a player with 0 games played. Oh, that's not right. That's just bad text. One player with 0. Where is that? This is a football game, American football. Oh wait, I don't know. When I saw DD, I was thinking you meant D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons. That's not what you're meaning, right? But is this blah related or your own developing of something? This is my own. This is my own project. I'm creating a game. I'm creating a football management game. Not like Madden, more like front office football, but with a little touch of big win football in it. It's and a little bit of Lord of the Rings. Trust me, this game is off. This is like no game you've ever seen before. No, it's gonna play football like real football. There's not gonna be any weird superpowers or weird crazy things that go on in the game. It's gonna be like real football. Players will still be based off of real, live, professional player stats. But it's going to be set in a fantasy world. I don't have NFL license. So I said, screw it. I'm not doing humans. Let's have some fun with it. Because why not? So all my players are actually going to be different races based on their original team logo. So like if a player is drafted by the Broncos, who in this game are called the Scorned, then they will be a character of type Scorned. So it's like an imp. Kind of like a thing. But that's how the character has been designed. So when they're in the game and they're playing, that player will be a Scorned. He'll be a Scorned forever, even if he leaves the Broncos. He doesn't change types. It's based on what his rookie drafted team is. Look at it as a rookie rite of passage. As a human, you get drafted into the league and you get turned into whatever team character you got drafted by. You are big time. So it would suck, like, to be the hot dogs or something, and there are no hot dogs. Just get turned into this terrible name, and then you got a bunch of hot dogs, a wiener dog. You turn into a wiener dog. No, I do have hounds. Are they hounds? No, they're labs, clown labs, which are dogs. But all the players in this game are humanoid. So they have arms and legs, except the snakes who have a tail. But everybody else has arms and legs. So, but they have features and other stuff that makes them look like these other characters. So it's kind of cool. And then you're sitting in the world is kind of a fantasy world, even though you're playing on a football field. The football field is not going to look like AstroTurf. It's going to look like grass and dirt, mud, whatever else. That's kind of the goal of that. There may be a little bit of grassiness, yellow grass, and maybe green grass, but there won't be no AstroTurf nonsense. So, and then the theme, the way things are laid out, things look like you're writing on scroll. Your playbook is looks like a scroll. And so yeah, a lot of the stuff just kind of has a fantasy element to it. But beyond that, you're just playing football. So it's just a look. And then I'm probably at some point when I become more efficient at my graphical skills, I'll be adding maybe some cool animations that are character driven. So type character driven, like maybe like the Saints. Or they're saints, not like the New Orleans Saints, but saints like angels. And they're not the Saints. They're I forgot who they are, but there is a team called the Saints, I think. And I forgot what team they translated from. But so they might have like an angelic type celebration when they score or sack or something. I don't know. I want to do some cool animations with them when I learn how to do that stuff. But first, get a game working that does everything I want it to do in general, all of the functional stuff. And then upgrades as time goes on. Hopefully I can start doing cooler stuff with the visuals. Assuming, of course, the game is doing well enough to justify that kind of effort. Right? I've only got 300 people using it. Probably won't do as much time. Because, make no money. That is no point in continuing on with the product. But I hope to be able to keep doing upgrades and doing new things to it. But I got got to figure out how to make money off of it first. Because one of the things about my game is it's going to be available on browser. It's going to be available on Android and available on PC. And eventually, well, PC and Apple will be next steps. So first it's just going to be Android and web, and then I'll compile it for the others. But with the exception of the mobile versions, Android and Apple, the PC and web browser versions may have features that don't exist in the others, and vice versa. So they are slightly different, but you can play against other people. It's like your teams are the same because it's the same team data, but you'll be able to have your team simulate up against other teams, and even have other people on other platforms be in leagues with you. They'll just because their team was all cross platform. But it isn't play like Madden. Like, you can't control the quarterbacks and running backs and all that nonsense. It's all simulation based. So you'll be able to draft your players, train your players, scout your players, build game plans, build playbooks, and there's some special other cards and stuff in there that you can get and put into your playbook that'll kind of allow your team to do extra stuff. You'll have coaches and things that can affect certain elements of the game as well. You'll be able to do practices and do things that, build and improve your players. All that stuff's going to exist, but it's all the back-end management stuff. But with a nice, better than front office football and other management game simulations. You're not going to get a green screen, a green little field strip with lines that move up and down on the field. That to me is lame. That's not football. So I actually want to create an actual football game going on the field. Now, a lot of it's going to be pretty small, maybe not terribly, maybe as I get better, but I don't know how good the graphics will be, but it's going to be better than dots and lines going across the field. And then there will be a collection element that might be on the mobile devices, where you can actually collect players and build them up and get better versions of them and that kind of thing. But not better versions in performance, but better versions in appearance. Like think Marvel Snap, where you get the upgraded cards that really aren't better cards. They're just different cards and upgraded cards. They got borders, gold backgrounds, and other weird stuff. Similar to that kind of thing, to a point. Your players can still get, experience with playing, and you can have them. You can do quick plays and all league plays and streamer games. Streamer games is a cool feature I think I'm building in here. That is, as far as I know, no other game like it does. By the time I'm out, who knows? There could be 20 people doing it. Games take a long time to develop, but there's people who are better at it than me, and there are people who are already in progress with things that I don't know what they're doing. And it's 3 o'clock. All right, I have been online for almost 2 hours. I need to stop. I got to go outside and do a couple of quick house chores, but I'll be back. I will be back. Do a couple more hours in before tonight, and I think I'm playing pickleball. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Lord of Loom. Hey, if you haven't followed me or subscribed, it'd be cool if you did. I could always use more subscribers. I need to break 20. I'm currently at 19. What's my here? Let me show you this cool thing I have. This is my custom subscriber tracker. Okay. Then Oh, there you go. There's my my current subscriber tracker. And let's see, what does it say? I'm at 19. Oh, but you're on Twitch. So I'm at 194. Let's meet at 200, man. Come on, Twitchers. I need 200 on Twitch and 20 plus on YouTube. It'd actually be better if I was like one thing at a time. Until next time, God bless.